Hi, I'm Jen from Acadian Accounting Education, and today we are going to practice editing a bank account name and rearranging the bank tiles. So if you would like to grab a copy of the exercise, be sure to click on the link in the description, and let's get started. All right, let's go ahead and edit that bank info. Now, this exercise is coming from our Level 1 ProAdvisor certification course. So if you would like more information about that course after we go through the exercise, be sure to click on the link in the description. So let's dive in and read through today's scenario. Craig has decided to use his existing savings account to set aside money specifically for taxes. That way, he can be assured that he has the money when they become due. He would like to rename the account Savings for Taxes so he can clearly see what it is for. So, how would you do this for him? To do this exercise, you're going to need to be in the sample company. If you are not sure how to get into the sample company or get your own free QBOA account, be sure to click on the link in the description. I have the sample company here on the left side of my screen. Once you sign in, this is what it's going to look like. This is the dashboard. So let's go ahead and get started with the exercise. Now, there are two parts to this exercise. So the first part is where we are going to rename that account Savings for Taxes. So to get started, we are going to click on the, from the left navigation bar, we're going to hover over transactions and then select bank transactions. So the left navigation bar is this black bar right here. Hover over transactions and then select bank transactions. Now, alternatively, you could have just selected bank transactions here, which is under bookmarks. In a client's books, they may not have it bookmarked there. So just know that that would be the process to get here is transactions to bank transactions. Now, you may get a pop-up here if this is your first time in the area. It's just an extra information from QBO about this area. So just go ahead and click on the X to exit out of it. Now, if we take a look here, we are currently looking at the checking account, and you can tell because it says up here, but also the tile is blue. We want to go to the savings, so go ahead and click on that one, and it will turn blue once selected. Now we need to click on the pencil icon to edit that name. So go ahead and do that and then select Edit Account Info. Once you do that, you will see this pop out show up for you. Now let's go ahead and update the account name to Savings for Taxes. So go ahead and click into that text box and make the adjustment. So it says Savings for Taxes. And then we want to go ahead and click on the green Save button. So go ahead and do that. And now we have finished and renaming the account. So if I click on this X here, mine is currently not showing. Sometimes things take a minute in the sample company to update. So if you are seeing that as well, go ahead and just refresh the screen. It should at that point be updated once it comes back up. And as you can see, it is showing here as Savings for Taxes. So if you don't see it immediately, just go ahead and refresh your browser and then you should be able to see it. So that is how you would update the name. Now you can of course do this in the chart of accounts as well. So through the banking center is one way, through the chart of accounts is another way to do that. All right, so let's move on to part 2. Craig will be using his MasterCard account more frequently than his Savings for Taxes account, so he'd like it to appear as the second tile after checking when he goes into the banking center here. So currently it is showing as the checking account, the Savings for Taxes, and if I hit the arrow over here, my screen is shortened so I can't see all three of the tiles. You can see MasterCard is at the end. So you might be able to see them all on your screen. If not, you would just click on the arrow to scroll back and forth. So basically what we need to do is we need to move this tile over here and this one over here so that Craig can look at his checking, then MasterCard, then Savings for Taxes. So to do that, we actually need to go back to the home page. So you want to click from the left navigation bar, we're going to hover over dashboards and then click on home. And once you get to the home screen, it is starting to load, there we go. You want to scroll down until you find this bank accounts tile. Now, yours may be in a different location. My screen, like I mentioned, is shortened, so some of the things become shortened and elongated. So your bank account tile may be over be here on the right hand side. But once you find it, you want to click on the three dots on the bottom of the tile there. And then we want to click on Customize Widget. Now, if for whatever reason you're not seeing these three dots, just again, refresh the browser screen. So go ahead and click on Customize Widget. And now we can see the counts showing here in this order. Now there is a Visa down here, and the reason you didn't see it in the banking center is because the Visa is not actually connected to this QBO account for the sample company. So it is showing in there, but it is not actually connected in the sample company, and so that is why it is not showing in the banking center. Just to clear up some confusion if you were wondering why that was there. All right, so to reorder, all we need to do is just click on these six dots here, click on them, and then you want to just drag up here the MasterCard tile or wording so that now you see checking MasterCard savings for taxes and then Visa. And now we just need to go ahead and save it. So click on the green save button on the bottom right corner, and it is showing that the widget has updated, and you can see that right here. Well, let's go back to the banking center just to double check that it has been rearranged properly. So once again, from the left navigation bar, we're going to hover over transactions and then select bank transactions. So the left navigation bar here, hover over transactions, select bank transactions. Once again, you could have selected bank transactions and that would have been fine too. But here you can see now that the MasterCard tile is showing as the second tile. So checking MasterCard and then savings for taxes. And that is how you would edit the name and rearrange the tiles. Now, if you like this exercise and you would like to do more like it, or you would like more information about that Level 1 ProAdvisor certification course, be sure to click on the link in the description, and I will see you next time.